It is 12:24 p.m. May 23rd. So I give them the information. People are floating around again. One, if they gave me the information, why would they say I'm psychotic? When I said implantation and telepathy were real, because the only way I get information is via telepathy and then analyzing it. So anyone who claims they gave me information and lied and said I was psychotic, when I said implantation and telepathy were real, we're clearly committing political abuses of psychiatry and covering up illegal weapons and tools for espionage and terrorism. So anyone who claims they gave me the information and then told people I was psychotic when I was saying implantation and telepathy were real, big-time criminals. Maybe life and sentence criminals. Also, anyone claiming they gave me the information, some of them are claiming to be terrorists. Because people didn't tell me it was a terrorist plot. People tried to recruit me to a community to learn this technology and then try to control the world with information and blackmail. Basically, translation. Control the world with information and blackmail means using information and blackmail for intimidation and coercion of civilian populations. It also means using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of a government. Because how do you control the world with information and blackmail? Through intimidation and coercion. Hence terrorism. So I started reporting it. Also, anyone claiming, and I've said this before, anyone claiming they gave me information, why do they claim all the information in my letter whenever cops are asking them, they say I'm psychotic? If they gave me the information, they would know I wasn't psychotic and knew the information in my letter was real, such as implantation, such as telepathy, such as terrorism, such as organized crime in RICO, such as sexual slavery. So why would they tell people I was psychotic? Also, if they gave me the information, why didn't they just give it to law enforcement themselves if they're expert secret police investigators? We're going to tell law enforcement some guy's psychotic. Then we're going to give him a bunch of information so he sends it. And then we're going to hire hackers to make sure his information doesn't get to law enforcement while we also tell law enforcement he's psychotic at the same time. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, so we know there's a global terrorist agenda, something that threatens mankind. And we're going to say the guy delivering the information is psychotic, hire hackers to block his information from getting to law enforcement. And then we're going to discredit him every second of the day because we gave him the information, because we're secret police who didn't report the information to the United Nations and Bureau of Counterterrorism, CIA, and FBI ourselves. Yeah, what fucking idiots are falling for that shit? Clearly they got to be fucking crazy. So no, they clearly didn't give me the information. Yeah, and anyone who says telepathy and implantation aren't real definitely didn't give me the information, because that's the only way I was getting information, and that's the only way I've ever received information, and then analyzing it, and analyzing the tech I'm a victim of, analyzing things people would try to frame me for via telepathy and threaten me, analyze things I would overhear while people were blackmailing each other somewhere, whether on the satellite or in Dubai or wherever the fuck I was hearing shit. But yeah, that's how I was getting information, analyzing all sorts of jazz, without ever even seeing this game. But yeah, it should be really easy to decipher who gave me who didn't give me information, and just use reason and logic and be like, if you gave him information, why would you give information to a guy you were telling people is psychotic? So he would report things that endanger the globe and no one would believe him. Yeah, that makes zero sense. And not to mention, why would you give some random autistic guy information? Why wouldn't you just report it to law enforcement yourself? Two, where are your notes? Where are your real notes and not notes from his computer that you collect and say are your notes? Where's your investigative notes? Who did you interrogate? What are their names? Yeah, typically when you interrogate someone and try to get information, have a witness, you log names of witnesses with the information. Where are they? No, it is not an Illuminati thing. That's another lie. Yeah, they said it's an Illuminati thing. No, it's not. Yeah, that's very important to know where your information came from. So, who's not smelling bullshit? Because I'm getting fed up with their fake demonstrations of reality and these people just lying through their teeth. It's absolutely scary now. But yeah, watch my other videos. You'll see how all these people claiming they gave me information didn't give me information, and they're fucking liars. And the only way I've ever received any information related to this is analyzing weird experiences of my life since like 2009, as well as analyzing this telepathy that was flowing through my brain out of order and in tidbits and in these weird narratives and weird stories. And some lady trying to tell me, I'm going to tell you a story about your life. People trying to frame me overhearing people blackmailing each other, me overhearing random shit that I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, no one told me to log anything either. I just started logging one day, so don't fall for that bullshit either. Yeah, they were actually trying to frame me. They were not trying to help me. They were also put this device in my brain for a bet, and then they also had some truth bets I was analyzing, and didn't even realize they were truth bets when I was hearing this. So that's another way I was getting information. Then I was just also analyzing the tech they were using on me, like their human programming tech, and extrapolating. I was analyzing the implantation tech and extrapolating. I was analyzing their witness tampering tech and extrapolating. So, yeah, so I was like, well, if they're using this on me, who else have they used it for? Who they using it on in the past, the present, the future, that kind of jazz. And then just analyzing that jazz. Then also, I just analyze the tactics they use on me. Their covert slander, their slow covert, systematized community, systematized murder. I just analyze other tactics they use on me all day with telecommunications terrorists, hackers, this and that. Their devices for espionage and how else they're using them. So that's how I also get information. It's analyzing the tech I'm a victim of and analyzing my experience as a victim of these terrorists. But yeah, I'm kind of fed up with their game of bullshit where there's fucking morons pretending that they gave me information they didn't, and then trying to steal money for it. Yeah, I'm not cool with that. And you should just use reason and logic. You could destroy these people. Anyone telling you I was psychotic didn't give me the information, because what fucking moron would give a psychotic guy information about a global terrorist agenda and just not report it themselves? You'd have to be crazy. What person would say they gave me information then deny the existence of telepathy and implantation? If they gave me the information, wouldn't they tell law enforcement the key way they were distributing me information via implantation and telepathy? Because that's the only way I get information. Yeah. Not to mention, if they were writing my letters themselves, why would they put a guy who they claim psychotic's name on the letters? To discredit the letters when there's things that threaten humanity going on? Yeah, that doesn't make sense either. So who's falling for these guys' bullshit? I'm fed up with saying this. I've said this like fucking 1,000 times now. When these people go into prison, there's other key info. Just look at my videos related to this fucking argument. I'm so fed up. But yeah, enough false demonstrations of reality and enough of these people's bullshit. They have no right to steal money and property that's mine. And no, they did not give me the information. There was different people. I think the people who were really giving the information and that I was overhearing via telepathy don't want to be known. Because one, there may be betting manipulation related things. And two, they could potentially go to prison. Three, they may get killed because some of these guys are criminals or something. Well, there are terrorists and criminals involved, but some of these people may know certain people, and they have these weird rules and codes. So some people don't even want to know. So I think the real people who are telling me stuff don't want anyone to know who they are, because there's something weird. There's I understand some stuff, definitely the terrorism and organized crime, but there's other stuff I don't understand. So, and that may be some of the reasons why these people don't want to. They don't want to be known related to who was telling me information. And then also, no one wants to be known related to who's giving me the information, because potentially this implantation formula and telepathy was stolen. So whoever gave me the information was giving it to me via telepathy, and that involves implantation. And if this implantation and telepathy formula were stolen, suppose it was stolen from me, but I don't even know where it came from because I didn't even make it. Suppose it was left under my name. And my theories for this implantation and telepathy, it was either put under my name either for a frame, it was won in a bet, it was stolen and it was for a frame, it was for an article, it was for betting manipulation, not sure. So I have like 5 or 7 different theories about where it came from. But basically, anyone claiming they gave me the info would basically be admitting to stealing this implantation and telepathy formula and being involved with espionage. They would also probably be involved with admitting to betting manipulation and potentially theft and economic espionage and more. So that's another reason people who were telling me information via this telepathy that revolves with implantation probably don't want to be known, because there's other things there. It's an indirect admission of guilt to some other stuff related to where this implantation and telepathy formula and telepathy came from. And if they're saying they're the ones who gave me the information, they're admitting to being involved with a shit ton of other things related to this implantation formula and telepathy. So the people who gave me the information don't want to be known because they probably did something illegal to get a hold of implantation and telepathy. Not to mention, they stuck a fucking device in my brain, which is highly illegal, and they owe me shit tons of money for a bet, and then it's also an admission of guilt to being involved in RICO, betting manipulation, and more. So I'll tell them that. So be like, be like, you gave him the information, because he only gets information via implantation, via telepathy, that revolves around the device in his brain. So are you admitting to covering up threats to global security? Are you admitting to espionage? Are you admitting to being involved in a potential frame and economic espionage? Are you admitting to be involved in betting manipulation? Ask them that and then see if their tune changes.